Hello, Falcha Hiladinya. Hello and welcome everyone to Tryhan Streams. I am Tryhan and I stream. I will be with you in just a second. I'm just getting my Final Fantasy capture window set up. So if you just bear with me for just a moment. So I think we've got a couple of people with us at the moment. So hello to anybody who has already joined. Thank you very much, as always, for being with me today, and I hope you are having a lovely day. It's actually my dating anniversary with Kytt today, so we went out for a lovely meal. So this was supposed to be part 2 of Kytt streaming Day of the Tentacle. Unfortunately, Kytt is not feeling the best, so we're doing that tomorrow instead. And tonight I will be playing Final Fantasy XIV instead. I am currently on Heavensward, so if you haven't finished A Realm Reborn or seen any of the story for Heavensward, that's going to be a thing. Let me just transition to my live screen where you can see that I am waiting in the queue and I'm number 37, so this may be just a couple of minutes while I get connected to that. So we've got Siegfried McBacon with us tonight. Hello, Siegfried. I hope you are well tonight. Thank you, as always, for joining me. So just while I'm waiting to get connected for that, Kytt and I went to see the Book of Mormon last night, which is absolutely brilliant. Like, if you're into musicals and are not easily offended and are at all a fan of the South Park sort of brand of humour, it will be very much up your alley. Oh, we've got Nauso with us as well. Yo, Nauso, hello to you. I hope you are well, and thank you for greeting us with your usual power-up emote thing that you do. Kind of just looks like a guy with, like, hand fire. And thank you for the 10-bit cheer with accompanying corgi, which is adorable as always. Okay, so summer carbon glow. So I am currently in a bit where I confront Bismarck. So let me trials the limitless blue. Sure. Gonna beat up some random trash while I'm doing that. Oh, and another 10-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Nasa. I'm not quite sure what to do while I'm waiting for that queue to pop. I could go do some guild leaves or something, I suppose. It's always a good shot. Look for fates. Yeah, that works. See what we've got here. Leather and mace, time remaining 10 minutes. Yeah, we can go have a look at that. Actually, I think I've got some ether currents to find here. Sea of clouds. Yeah, go find those other two ether currents as well. Oh, I better turn the desktop audio on. That's cool. They're easy enough to find. Besides which, I don't think you'll be on the same data center as me. Tanning techniques are relatively unknown to the Vanu, making treated leather a rare commodity in the Sea of Clouds. Rather than learn to make their own, some of the tribes would instead forcefully take it from the area's new arrivals, clad head to toe in the protective wear. Oh, you do? Okay, cool. And a two-person mount, nice. Yeah, my mount selection on 14 is not fantastic as of yet. Oh, crap. I've forgotten all the keylines. Yeah, this is going terrible. Yeah, I'm just gonna run the fuck away. I wasn't paying enough attention to what I was doing there. Not really needless, I suppose. I usually do, but I have a different setup on my laptop and my PC, and sometimes I forget which one's which. There we go. Also, I get the feeling that Boko is not in Defender stats. Where is he? Oh, I don't actually have Boko something. There we go. Right, let's try that again, shall we? So, what job do you favour then, Nisa? If you have, like, something you would refer to as a main. You mean ninja? Ah, cool. Yeah, I've not unlocked Reaper yet. Ah, Control 2 is my sleep spell. Forgot what the whole key was. Yeah, I've heard good things about Sage. I'm looking forward to trying it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I do enjoy me some DPS healing. Bacon Dragon, maybe I come back and be a goon one day. A goon? Because I think my game window might be a bit squished on the stream window. I'll need to fix that after this trial. Ah, okay. Yeah, I definitely favour it over WoW. Though I've heard good things about what's coming up in WoW's future. I think if Blizzard's done some stuff about the company culture, then I might return to it. Also, I do not know the tactics for Bismarck. It's not a Final Fantasy summon that you normally see a lot of, Bismarck. I think Bismarck has been in other games, right? Can't wait to see him get to Kafka. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, so the opposite direction to that. That's cool. Yeah, I thought he had. Ooh, he's a big one. Yeah. Oh, another 10-bit cheer from Niso there. Thank you very much, my friend. Okay, so this is just like second verse, same as the first. We just go over and like ruin Bismarck shit. FF6, 11, 13, 13, 2, and 14. I thought he was in 13. Oh, I just used energy drain there. Oops. Oh shit. Okay, I think I got it away that. Yeah, so I'm not the best Final Fantasy XIV player. Just gonna throw that out there right now. You're 2 expansions behind. Well, I mean, I'm only on Heavensward, so yeah. And down he goes. I will not commend anyone because nobody stayed long enough. Oh, I got 3 commendations. Nice. Probably because I was the only one who stayed long enough to be commended. But you know, commendation's commendation. It's all good. Really enjoyed Heavensward so far. The ending of A Realm Reborn was just, oh my god, so much stuff happening. And here we go with an Echo Vision. Hell yeah, another crystal, motherfuckers! Four down, 2 to go. Oh hey, Heidelin's back. Speaking in cryptic riddles. And then I'll receive the blessing again, and no doubt something else will happen with the Asians, and I'll lose the crystals again, and then my connection to Heidel will be broken, and I'll have to do another thing with a bunch of crystals. Is my prediction. Thank you for the 10-bit cheer, Nasa. Well, 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 if it isn't...
How many times does this make, warrior of light?
How many times does this make, warrior of light? Ah, how much you have grown. Far beyond the limits of mere mortals. That's because I'm not a mere mortal, Yorm. I am a more than mortal. He has what we seek. That depends on what you seek, Thordan. Oh, that thing, I'm guessing.
That he does.
That he does. The key to Azys La and the secrets of Alag. Oh, well, I'm getting my ass kicked. That's lovely. I see you have regained the blessing of light, albeit at a fraction of its former strength. But that's my key. See, I can't help but think here that Thordan and the Ascian probably wouldn't have been able to take down Bismarck themselves, so in doing that I've basically just handed them the key that I was trying to stop them from getting. My thanks to you, Ascian, and to you as well, Warrior of Light, for saving us the effort of slaying Bismarck. Fuck you, Thordan. That was my key. Now that the key is within our... It's in your grasp. You're literally holding it. The path to the heavens shall at last be laid bare. You might say we're going Heavensward. Roll credits. Oh, hello. That's looking less like a key and more like a... not a key. Mysterious beam of light. Maniacal laugh, maniacal laugh. Ah, I fucking hate that guy. So what was that made of? Like, what was the key just showing off? Excuse me. Oh, I should probably check that. Hang on.
By our deeds shall the wrongs of antiquity be righted, and man reclaim the reins of history.
I didn't realise there was voice acting in this bit. Yeah, you better run. Well, shit. That has put me in a less than ideal position. How are you going to get out of this one, Warrior of Light? Oh, spoopy. It's a big technology thing. Damn. Is that Azys La? I'm guessing that's Azys La. So I should probably have checked to see whether there are guidelines or rules for streaming Final Fantasy XIV, like anything I need to do or keep in mind before I did this, but ah well, it is what it is. Right, let me sort this mess out. Transform, fit to screen. That's not really what I want either. Do like that. I think if the music flags, it will mute your stream. I did see a thing basically saying that you can have the music in your streams as long as there's accompanying gameplay. So like I couldn't just have the music by itself, but because I'm actually playing the game, it's fine. I think that's how it works. Forgive me, Zanzar. Had I known what was happening, mayhap I could have done something to stop them. Alas, Wedge and I were still sealed within the engine room and heard naught of the struggle until it was over. Well, how convenient for you, Alphino. And now, for all our efforts, the Archbishop holds the very thing we sought to keep from him. Yeah, I've already covered that. But all is not lost, for we yet live, and we know their destination. Let us give chase and bring an end to their machinations. Well, I'm not sure, Alphino, because our trying to stop their machinations has ended so well for us so far. Let me turn the volume down just a little bit. That's better. A difference of opinion. Ooh, I got a wind-up Sid. Nice. Alphino seems determined to put all thoughts of failure aside and turn his mind to the struggles ahead. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal and prevented the Vanu Vanu's lands from being consumed in so doing. The Zundu, at least, shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let us go and inform Chief Sonu of our victory. Sid and the others will need a moment to tend to the Enterprise besides. You ain't wrong, Alphino. You ain't wrong.
Wait, something is amiss.
So I know they basically completely changed the voice acting actors between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, and I'm not quite sure what I think of the new ones. I am reserving judgment.
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
I think Alphino's is quite good.
Reveal yourselves at once.
No, I don't think I will.
And there I was expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken.
It's Varys Zosgalvis, whoever he is. Wait, is he the guy that took over after the Emperor got unalived?
Just as Wire observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
He looks kind of like Geralt of Rivia after a botched facelift.
The Warrior of Light. He who bested Van Baelsar.
The very same.
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Door. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Well, I'm guessing you want to kill them, and I don't want to do that, so yeah, you're probably not wrong.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
Yeah, you tell him, Alphino.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world.
Isn't Eorzea the world?
'Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the icon the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
A wild Deus Ex Machina appears.
Where did that come from?
Take cover!
Oh damn.
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
Well, that's a big ship.
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
And with that, he flew away.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azizlar. Why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Why indeed, Alphino? Why indeed? I'm guessing there's more to this Azizla than has been thus far revealed. Could even turn out to be an integral plot point. Possibly. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald, Varus Galvus in the flesh. I assume the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus, of whom the centurion spoke. Ah, forgive me, this is neither the time nor place for such idle speculation. Pray return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces as well. I have yet to apprise Chief Sona of all that has occurred, but once I have, we will rejoin you at the airship. Well, okay then, Phil. So I'm going up there. Just, what am I looking for? Ah. 3 yawns to the south there. I love the music for the Magitech armor. "74 yawns to the northeast. "63 yawns to this. Oh, there? I'm guessing it's up there then. Can I get up there? To the north. Yeah, so it's like up here, there, somewhere behind me. Oh, that one is clearly beyond my reach for the time being. I'll figure it out. Yeah, so you have a character on Twintinia then, do you, Nigel? Which is your favourite mount? Ooh, of the ones I have so far, has to be the unicorn. I love my unicorn so much. No, Phoenix, I think. Well, can you still like join me? Is it like a cross server thing? I've never actually done anything cross server, so unicorn is exclusive to White Mage. Yeah, I know. I got it from the White Mage quest, so that makes sense. I can jump servers on same day. Ah, okay, cool. Oh, and Siegfried has contributed 4,000 points to the Make Kytt Play a Game She Doesn't Want to Try challenge in total. So we are at 5k and halfway there. I was telling Kytt that we were at 3k and she just like crapped herself and she's like, oh god, no. Thanks very much for the contribution, Zeke. I have a 28 Black Mage and a 71 Dragoon on your data center. So my Black Mage is 32. This is all my job levels at present. 48. That makes more sense. Yeah, so Summoner and Scholar are my highest at 58 at the moment. And then all of my Hand and Land disciples are in the early 50s. But I'm at the point in the MSQ where it's like 57, so like Scholar and Summoner are the only ones I can use for the main quest now. I was leveling a few in tandem just to avoid massively out-leveling the content. Thank the 12 you're alive, Zanzar. When that battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you and Alphino. What in the seven hells happened out there? Well, it's a long story, Sid. First, the Archbishop turns up with an Asian in tow, and now the God-stamped Emperor pays us a visit. What is this procession of notable bastards? Who's next? The Keeper of the Seventh Bloody Gate? No, it's just Alphino. You don't have to worry about levels. MSQ usually levels. Yeah, but I just like to make sure that the one that I'm using is kind of roughly the same level as the bit of the MSQ I'm on. I didn't want to just use just the one job, but I'll probably stick with Summoner and Scholar to the end now. Does it not like end up wasting XP if you do it that way though? Like if you're like significantly higher. I know that like it does the level sync, but does it progress your level on your higher job at the same rate as it would one that was the same level as that? No one so notable, Master Garland. I am happy to report that the Zindu were overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sonu sends his warmest regards, Zanzar. There was much talk of westerly winds. I think it's relative. Okay, that's something at least. I'll probably just stick with Summoner and Scholar till the end then, and then kind of go back and do all the side quests on my other jobs. I'm basically just doing the MSQ on my main jobs, and then I'm going to go back and mop up all the side content. Made more sense than kind of doing the side quests while I MSQ. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zundu were taken entirely unawares and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense they have no more to fear from the Empire, for the present at least. Had the Empire truly been intent on their extermination, Oxundu would already have been levelled. Plainly, Varys is only interested in reaching Azazla. Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well, shall we? I think we shall, Sid. I think we shall. I get my wind-up, Sid. This is a beautiful day, full of wind-up Sids. I'm currently using wind-up Palom. Let's have a look at my... No, it's not companion one. It's minions. So many minions now. Let's go do minion roulette. Summon a random one. What did I get? Oh, do I have to thingy my wind-up Palom first? Did that do anything? Do I have to, like... Oh, is it like... Does it only thingy from favourites? Can I just, like, favourite everything? Okay, it still does... Ah, there we go. I must have needed to have it on my action bar. Oh, or would it have worked if I right-clicked it? Yes, yes it would have. Okay, cool. I don't want a cherry though. Wind up on your night. Yeah, that'll do. Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azazla lies in that direction, we'll find it. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch them, you'll see. I'm sure we will, Sid. I'm sure we will.
Occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again, least of all under these circumstances.
Oh, she's
and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Yeah.
First met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia. Livia? Livia's Sastudius?
Oh, is she Livia's sister?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate.
Mind blown.
Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. was his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it.
I like voiced cutscenes. I don't like the inconsistency with some scenes with and some without. The story is great either way. Yeah, I agree with you there now. So, I think the ones that do have voices are awesome, but like the ones that don't, it's just like, why does this one not and this one have, and how do they decide which one's which? And I'm so confused. It's very annoying. It's like, you think if they were going to voice it, you voice the whole thing, and if you're not going to do the whole thing, then don't voice any of it, or like, I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you, anyway. And yeah, the story is awesome. I love the story of this game.
In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I mean, it's amazing the transformation that they managed to accomplish between what Final Fantasy XIV was when it originally launched and what it became. Like, they totally turned it around. Obviously, I think the director is like mostly responsible for that, but either way, it's an amazing job. I'm really impressed at what they've managed to accomplish with it.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
1.0 turned me off. I played 11 and I couldn't play even 30 days. I never actually got into 11. I was very active in the RM2K IRC channel, where quite a few of the members were playing 11, so I kind of remember hearing all this stuff about link shells and weapon chains and God knows all what, and absolutely no idea what anyone was talking about. But yeah, I mean, I've seen some gameplay of 11, and it might have been something I would have been into, but I was very, very entrenched in WoW at that point. Like, I was playing WoW pretty much every day for like most of the day around about the time that 11 was popular.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
It's too slow. I would always fall asleep doing auto run to Bastock. Yeah, I think I've seen a few people make that observation before. Wake up running into a wall. Why do I end up yawning so much when I'm streaming? Jesus Christ, man. Like, I'm not tired. I'm not bored. It's just like, you need a coffee. I don't drink coffee. I could use a tea. I would ask Kytt to make me a cup of tea, but she's not feeling well, so I'm not going to do that. I could do a quick... oh, thank you for the 10-bit cheer. You try to cheer me up. I could go make a cuppa and stick a quick ad break on. See, I got the option on Twitch now to run ads, but like, I hate advertisement culture, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll make a little bit of extra money doing that, but like, I don't want to force my viewers to like watch ads when they're here to watch me. Like, you're not here to watch advertisements for products you probably never buy. So like, I've not done anything with ads, and I wasn't really planning on it. But I don't know, like, is that something that streamers generally do? Is it frowned upon? Is it something that's gonna... Subs don't get ads pop up. Ah, okay, that's cool. So, like, if I ran an ad now, nobody who's watching would see it. That's good to know. But, like, if I run an ad then and nobody who's currently watching sees it, does that still kind of count towards the monetization of the channel? Or is it based on, like, views of the ad? I need to have a look into how that actually works. Only if you... I did think that would be the case.
We should be getting close.
So there's really no point. Though I am going to very quickly be right back, because I'm going to go and at least grab my bottle of Iron Brew, if not a cup of tea. And also I'm going to drop my keyboard. That's the thing that's going to happen. Ugh. So I will see you in just a minute now. So, and second viewer, it's probably Kytt on her phone. Ugh. Back real soon. Okay, got my Scottish life juice now. Should be good. Not like I've got many viewers tonight, so it's not like I'm keeping very many people waiting. Right.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right with...
Get well, Kytt. Where is everyone? Were you talking about, like, on the thing? I'd not put the thing back to the game window. That should be it. Sorted now. Oh, you mean where's everyone as in viewers? I don't know, to be honest. There's you and Siegfried. Bacon Dragon was here, but I think he's gone somewhere. It might just be because I've had to reschedule my usual stream. Maybe people just didn't want to watch me playing Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know. But I mean, it's been what, an hour? Maybe more people will join in a bit. But yeah, so I'm here. Oh, because my thing only says 2 viewers. I wonder if it's maybe needing refreshed. Hey Jace, how you doing, mate? Let me just my thing has an annoying tendency sometimes to show outdated viewer counts and things like that. No, I've got 2 people, so is that just now showing Jace then? Hanging in there, brother. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm good, man. It's my 12th dating anniversary with my wife, so we went out for a nice meal. And Zeke's still here. Okay, so it says I've got 2 viewers, but I've actually got more than that. How does that work? Who even knows? Ah, thanks, Jace. What did you eat? Kytt had macaroni cheese with ketchup and chips, and I had some chicken breast bites with soy sauce and spicy rice. It was very nice. And then Kytt had a... What did she have for dessert? I think it was like a kind of caramelly cake with ice cream, and I had a mini chocolate brownie with ice cream. It was very nice. We were also babysitting today, so that was less fun as anniversaries go. Yeah, the plan had actually been to postpone tonight's stream entirely. Was a la mode. A la carte is buffet. What's a la mode again? And it was delish. It very much was. Yeah, we planned to postpone tonight's stream entirely, but then I was like, right, if we just go for dinner now, right after we finish babysitting, then we can get back in time to do the stream. But then she had a migraine coming on, and it was like, I'll maybe just do like an hour tonight. And then as I was driving us home, she was looking really peaky, so it was like, yeah, do you want to just give it a miss entirely tonight? I'll do something else, and we can do part 2 of Day of the Tentacle tomorrow, and then well, her suggestion was actually for me to do Rise of the Third Power tonight and then the wife stream on Friday. But I was like, because my schedule is like Rise of the Third Power is on Fridays, I'm like, I don't want to mess with that because like people that watch the ongoing thing of that might not have been able to make it any other day. So we're doing it this way instead. So her stream will be tomorrow, then we'll have Rise of the Third Power on Friday, and tonight is just me doing this. Hot dessert and cold ice cream topping. Yes, yes, it was all about that. Oh, it is now updated to say I've got 3 viewers. Okay, cool. I can never trust that viewer count. Like, it never seems to be accurate.
Hold on, everyone.
Yeah, I can't believe that's been me with Kytt for 12 years now. Like, Jesus, man. And as of the 21st of June, we will have been married for 8 years.
Look, I think that's it.
It doesn't show non-followers properly too. Ah, is that it? Okay. So it's just Twitch being Twitch, basically.
Chief, is that Allegan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What do you mean by host lurkers? Do you mean like... Yeah, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. So people can host you. Ah, right, so you mean like other channels hosting mine, it doesn't show the people that are watching from the host of the thing. Right, okay, I'm with you now. Yeah, well, I've hosted other streamers. I know what hosting is. I didn't realize that was what you meant. Is there actually a way to like see if anyone is currently hosting you? Because I don't think anyone's hosting me right now, but I don't know how to check. Apparently, there's also a way to see like who is actually watching you, but I know that workers sometimes like their privacy, so I've never really bothered trying to see if there is a way to do that because, like, it's not really my business who's watching and who isn't unless they talk in the chat. Are you using Streamlabs OBS? I'm using OBS Studio. I was using Streamlabs, and then Bacon Dragon convinced me to make the switch to OBS Studio because apparently it's better. I find it harder to do some stuff, I'm not going to lie, but apparently it's a better move for me, and I trust Bacon Dragon. He knows what he's talking about generally, so I will trust that there is a good reason for me to be doing this. What's the difference? That is a good question. OBS Studio doesn't have the same widget capacity. Like the widgets work differently. And like stuff like your stream labels need to be set up separately. But apparently, it's better for like the bit rate and things like that. Like you get less. dropped frames and lag spikes and whatnot with OBS Studio. I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently I've had 0 dropped frames, so that's already an improvement on what I used to get from Streamlabs.
Sid, it's no use. We must return to Ishgard and find another way.
But I'm porting over my what's the word I'm looking for? My template, my skins and thing, like the appearance of the thing, was quite easy to do. Does Studio have built-in recording mode? Yes, it does. Basically, as far as I understand it, OBS Studio came first, and Streamlabs was like an offshoot project in an attempt to improve upon OBS Studio. But I think there's still apparently some things that Studio does better. I don't know.
God damn it all! Why do the Allegans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Streamlabs OBS is a fork of OBS Studio. Streamlabs used to be an add-on, yeah. Yeah, so. I would say personally, like Streamlabs has a nicer interface from my perspective, but I must say that since starting to use OBS Studio, I've had far fewer people saying that they've like had me cutting out or lag or dropped frames or anything like that. So there maybe is something to that. And we're back in Ishgard. And we barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our skyfishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Soleil passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key. Yes, indeed. You have earned the achievement, The Faith That Drives Us. Complete the main scenario quest, 1 good turn. Oh, do I get a new title? That's cool. I can be an Imperial nuisance. I'm totally going to be an Imperial nuisance. Interfaces, how do they work? Aha! An engineering enterprise. Alphino appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azus La. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. Alrighty then. Oh, also, just FYI, like Final Fantasy XIV was just the only thing I could think of to stream tonight. Like, if there's anything else you'd like to see me play, then by all means, let me know. I'm easy on tonight's content. I can easily switch to something else if there's anything people would prefer to see. One thing I'm actually considering doing is starting to stream daily and stream like my workday as a plugin developer to kind of help keep me accountable and ensure that there is like a record of what I'm doing, so I can't just like spend 15 hours on Facebook without somebody going, wait, hang on a second, shouldn't you be working? Because it's very easy to do that, especially when you heavily suspect you have ADHD and it results in like the distraction all the time from brain. Ah, you are returned. Sir Emmerich and the others await you within.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allegars, and we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
Well, I mean, I'd be streaming myself and the work, kind of like this, but like with Notepad++ or whatever instead of Final Fantasy XIV. I think it would strike a nice balance between like a coding stream and the dryness of trying to do Slip into Ruby as a stream. Just like giving people like a day in the life of a programmer sort of thing. But like, it wouldn't really be for. Would that conflict if showing work? How do you mean? Not quite following your question there.
I see. If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate.
Would the work be something which needed to be protected? I don't think so. Generally, the commissions that I do, like, there's no requirement to like keep the code confidential, I guess. And it's not like, I mean, I suppose if you watched it, you could replicate it by copying what I've written. But like, you'd still need to like write it, which would be less than useful, I guess. I mean, I suppose I can always check with the clients in question and just make sure they're okay with the code I'm writing being on a stream. My friend that released his game last month streamed a ton of his dev work, and I think it helped him a ton looking back. Yeah, I mean, like, I could obviously do that for Tundra and the games I'm working on. Like, that would be fantastic. But this would be more like the plugin commission side of things, so it'd be more code and less fun stuff. But I think it's more to keep myself accountable. Like, it's not really something I'm like, yeah, a lot of people would want to watch this. It's basically just like, hey, this is a thing that people could watch, and so I will need to make sure I'm actually doing what I'm meant to be doing and not just faffing about for an entire day doing fuck all. Because you know how easy it is to faff about for an entire day doing fuck all? And it's like you start procrastinating, and then before you know it, the entire day is gone. And you're like, I was supposed to do a thing today, but it's like, well, it's already so late in the day now, so if I start now, there's no point in it, and I won't get much done. I'll do it nice and early tomorrow, and then I wake up at like 2 p.m. Yeah, get this lazy bastard to work. Lol. Yep, that is exactly it. Like, please do. Like, I hate being the way I am, but like my brain just like once I'm in the zone, I am in there. Like you cannot get me out. I forget to eat, and I'm just sitting there like a whirlwind of code. But getting to that point is such a slog. Also, since I unearthed it the other day, behold, potatoes! It's like my greatest thing Kytt has ever bought me. And she does talk, but the batteries are done, so she doesn't say anything right now. But potatoes! Yay! Potatoes. For anyone who's unaware, potatoes is the potato form of GLaDOS from Portal when she is turned into a potato. Yeah. So that's a thing.
As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, A wall of lightning.
A wall of lightning, eh? We're going to need some lightning aspected ether.
Key. Any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Well, I will have more work for you soon enough. Awesome, I will try and get some of the outstanding current work done before that happens then. See, I've got one at the moment where I need to make a thing for the battle status window that's like shows the states that are on an actor but as a scrolling marquee. And I'm trying to figure out how exactly would be best to move it back to this origin position when it's done scrolling in a way that it'll be a continuous scroll if the text is longer than the thing. I know how to do viewports. It's more like the positioning of the thing so that it's a constant scroll. So there's no like gaps. We might have to figure out streaming it is a wise idea though. Yeah, so for that might not be the best idea. I mean, this is just me throwing stuff out. Like, I mean, there's probably other ways I could keep myself accountable for work, but like it would be kind of cool, I guess, to show people what it's like to be a Trihan. This is where I stream it, and it's like just like 5 hours of me just sitting in front of Notepad going, I don't know what to do. Spawn a second instance to change. Yeah, it's more like, I see what you mean. Yeah, I'll figure it out. There's probably a few ways I could approach that. Just haven't decided what to actually do with it yet. It's a scrolling marquee of text, not icons. It's going to be text, so that might be a little more complicated.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Gee, let me guess. We're going to go and get an uncorrupted lightning crystal.
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. The one we're up against this time dwarfs all we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
Still need to get those outstanding sessions with you at some point. Yeah, you do. So I need to speak to Crossbow as well for that. Thank you for the 10-bit cheer and the Corgi. Or Corgo. Corgo 10. Oh, look at them. Really cute. Woof. Thank you, Nisa. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that when I finish streaming, because I've got a couple of people I need to do sessions with. Actually, would you be available for one when I finish in 45 minutes? Because we could totally do something with that if you're around. Let's see, 9, 10, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's what, 6 a.m. for you right now? Or it will be 6 a.m. for you at that point? Do you ever sleep?
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not
okay.
If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. A hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Alright then, so we're going to find an Archon to make an Ether Ram. This version of Sid, love him or hate him. I really like the 14 version of Sid. I don't think there's been a version of Sid I've disliked. I like all the Sids. They're equally awesome. Hi, Tataru. Welcome back, Sanzar. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? Is the game laggy? Like, for you or for me? It's not laggy for me at all, but I don't know if you mean, like, you're having lag with it. So you finally arrived at Aziz La, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Zanzar, we'll get to Aziz La yet. Your video is clear, the game seems choppy. I don't know why that is now, so seems fine to me. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ulda, I asked Marshal Tarapin to have the tunnels searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Menphilia, Thancred, and Y'shtola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Urianger know to join us in Ulda. He will wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. So we're off to the Hall of Flames, it seems. Just rearrange my wiring here a little. There we go, that's better. It's a little less pulley on the headset. Oh, my hair's so messy. So I need to go to Ulda. I could go 576. Or, you know what? I've got 470,000 to go. I'll be fine. One thing I was wondering for streaming like like MMOs and things, do I need to like blank out the chat or anything like that so people can't see the usernames of other players? Is that like a privacy thing? It just occurred to me. I'm not really sure what the etiquette for that would be. It's your preference. Okay. So there's no like guidelines or rules or anything for it. That's fine. Dreadworm Trance, 15 seconds. Changes Rune 3 to Astral Impulse and Outburst to Astral Flare. Additional effect grants Ruby Arcanum, Topaz Arcanum, and Emerald Arcanum. Can only be executed in combat while Carbon Close on. Ether Charge Mastery upgrades Ether Charge to Dreadworm Trance. Okay, so it's basically just Ether Charge Mastery with the added benefit that Rune 3 becomes a better thing. Okay. Sounds alright. If you've come for word on the Ascian, I fear I have little progress to report. We did, however, hold a service for Kaladin. I assembled the soldiers from his old unit, and together we conveyed his remains to the priests of Thal. As for Thanloan's trade routes, there is still the odd raid by bandits or beastmen, but not that involves men in black robes. I must confess I am at a loss as to how we might track our foe. Ah, have you spoken with the Mitra? I believe she had new findings to share with you. Okay, so I guess after this we go to Gridania. That was for my next summoner quest, that's not the MSQ. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Tharapin. You saved her grace and father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you. Have you leveled up your Grand Company rank? Yeah, I'm Serpent Second Lieutenant thing. I'm the highest I can be right now, I'm pretty sure. Forgive me my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery? Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scout the waterways. Almost immediately, we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the mineral concern's cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphino. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there is this. Ishtola's wand. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. "'Tis as I did surmise. Judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic." I fucking love Urianger. He's like the ye old Englishy guy in the world of ye old Englishy people, to the point where even the ye old Englishy people don't have a clue what the fuck he's saying half the time, which is just delightful. I love him. He's one of my favourite characters. Namely? The very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the lifestream. Flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal... His personality keeps you wondering. It does. Yeah, he's a very enigmatic individual. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent ether, that the caster might enter the lifestream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That Ishtola should choose to employ such a spell bespeaketh the need for haste. Oh, it doth it. All of which would suggest she managed to escape. Would that it were so simple. Know that the scholars of Charlayan forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be set adrift in the lifestream, never to emerge. What? No, you can't mean... Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Y'shtola's passage hath left traces in the lifestream. Could we but follow these from the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Sildee excavation site, then. Our thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Y'shtola's safe return. I swear that the development team named half of these characters knowing that people would be streaming the game, and they're just like watching all of the butchered pronunciations and laughing their asses off. I'm fairly sure I butchered the pronunciations of like 90% of the characters in this game. Let's go see Mitra first. I don't know if you've noticed, but like the majority of the player base of Final Fantasy XIV that's not playing Lalafels seems to have a bizarre hate on for Lalafell. Like they are utter dicks to them. They have a few native English speakers on their team. Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's just like a lot of the names are like from different cultures that don't quite pronounce things in the way that you normally would in English. There's a lot of like Welsh stuff and Lalafell versus Taru Taru. Oh, you mean Tataru? What's Taru Taru? Who's the dude? Yeah, so I'm second Serpent Lieutenant at the moment. The little people in... Oh, right, yeah, the ones from Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, I'm with you now. Yeah, I've reached the maximum possible rank at the moment. I don't know if... Mithril Holbrook of Maiming. Is that... Do I... Am I using that for something? Or... Lancer, Dragoon, Reaper, level 50. But I mean, do I need the... No, you need to PvP. I don't PvP, no, so that's not really a thing that I do. Filter list to exclude equipped set items. Huh? What on my... How do I... I'm not quite sure what you mean. Servants. Wait, how do I filter? You might be learning me a thing here, because I had no idea that was a thing. Oh, I thought you were doing company delivery. Oh. Ah, right, I see. Yeah, right, I see what you mean now. No, I was doing the supply thing, because I've got this, which will give me armor XP, I believe, but also seals. And I think I'm maxed out on seals, so probably not much point in me doing that. Anywho, I need to go and speak to Imitra, who is this away. I'm going to queue up for a leveling dungeon as well. Do that on Samurai. Average wait time 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah, if I go over here, go monsters go right there. Happy days. So I don't know why, but anytime I start a new character on 14, I tend to start in Gridania. Completely arbitrary choice, but... You'd think I'd do Limsa Lominsa more often, because I absolutely love pirates. Zanzar, there you are. We have much to discuss. I have been engrossed in my studies, you see, seeking every advantage for our inevitable clash with the Ascian. But as I struggle to unravel each area limits which class you can start with. Yes, I am aware. I usually start with the same class. And as I struggle to unravel the ancient knowledge of the tomestones, I unlocked a good many mysteries, including the reason why you were unable to call forth Ramu Eggy. Eggy? How would you pronounce that? I'm going to say Edgy. When you summon an avatar, you draw upon your body's reservoir of ether to grant life and form to what is known as an arcane entity. That much we already knew. I had, however, overlooked the simple fact that our etheric reserves are finite, thus the magnitude of Agi that you are able to summon is limited by the extent of your own life force. Simply put, if the Agi is too powerful, then the summoning fails. But do not despair, the summoners of Alag devised a method by which one might circumvent this intrinsic limitation. Rather than attempt to summon a separate physical manifestation of certain Agi, the most accomplished mages discovered that... Oh, did you miss the recent events, Easter and the FF14 crossover? I think I did, yeah. I forgot to do the Easter thing, because I was going to do it to get the bunny outfit on this dude, because I've got it on my other character. And then I promptly forgot, because yay, ADHD and other stuff was going on at the time. So what was the thing? What was going on? A bunny pet. Ooh, I do like me a bunny pet. But no, I didn't do that. Let's see. Minion. Cool. Rather than attempt to summon a separate physical manifestation of certain Agi, the most accomplished mages discovered that far less ether was required to infuse themselves with the essence of a primal's power. Oh, you meant of F11 crossover. Okay. Gearside banner. Ah, that's cool. The technique by which a summoner would achieve this heightened state was known as a trance. What say you, Zanzar? Shall we see if we can master this method? It may even allow you to contend with a paragon, but not of the essences of an ordinary primal. Nay, we must set our sights on the most potent entity, the most fierce. I speak of the elder primal Bahamut. On the day of the calamity, the dragon vanished in an explosion so massive that his ether was carried to the far corners of Eorzea. You, among many others, have already been touched by his essence. All that remains is to perform the meditative ritual in a place steeped in Bahamut's energies, and you should be able to enter the trance of the Dreadworm. As for setting foot within the only suitable location, I believe Captain Wolf can assist us. Shall we pay him a visit? Yeah, let's do that. So we're back to Oda. So it was a little while back I had a fit of insanity and just manually travelled everywhere that didn't require a boat. Which was actually kind of fun. I like taking the scenic route sometimes. But other times, having fast travel is really handy. Imitra here is certainly not one to do things by half. She petitioned me to help gain entry to the ether-soaked wasteland of the Cartano Flats. The Flats are disputed territory jointly administered by the three member nations of the Eorzean Alliance, and attempting to earn full admittance to the area is a bureaucratic nightmare. As matters stand, I was only able to secure permission to visit the Immortal Flames' airship landing. If we wish to enter the Flats proper, we will have to do so under the cover of night. Prepare yourself for a tense journey, then make your way to the landing here in Ul'dah. I have one of our elite flyers standing by. I prefer FF14 travel over well flight points. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. You are not wrong. Right, so I need to go to the airship landing. This is the thing that I shall do. And do I have any thingy flippy, whatchamacallits? No, that's not the thing I wanted. Control C. Total price 472, which should be enough for a thing if I'm missing it. So I've got 2 rings of casting, I've got the thing. The earrings I probably don't want because do a queue for duties. Well, yeah, I'm queued already for a leveling dungeon. Okay, so I don't have enough for the things that I don't have yet. Oh, okay. I'll fly you to the front door of the flats, but that's as far as you're authorized to go. Stay on the landing or face the consequences. Oh, I'll need to withdraw from the duty finder to do that. It's a shame you can't stay queuing for a duty while you're doing these things, but I understand why they require you to not do that. Because obviously you're less likely to accept the queue pop in if you're in the middle of a quest. That's what I was going to get at, how MSQ cancels your duty. Ah, yeah, but like only the ones that are like this. So this is what became of the Cartano Flats. Never before have I sensed such tainted ether. Let us not linger long, Zanzar. Turn your mind now to Bahamut's terrible majesty. Allow his power to seep into your very being. These headsets so uncomfortable. Nothing? You may need to deepen your meditations. Do you truly attempt to harness the might of Bahamut? The essence of the Elder Primal shall tear your mortal frame asunder. Rawr. Chaos rises in the presence of power, but you, bringer of light, can be allowed to shine no brighter. Come and be doused in the endless waters of the 12th chalice. Yeah, I'm just going to take these off. What's the problem with having glasses when you're wearing a headset is it just like digs into your ears, which is not great. Here's a muffy. Don't like having muffy hair. Yeah, I'm just gonna swap the cable on it. There we go. If I turn my volume right up, I should still be able to hear it. The sense of sight and all you need to see Bahamut's ether trails. Concentrate on the image of Bahamut's fragrance. Concentrate on the image of Bahamut's fragrance. Lingering ether. You're concentrating on the image of Bahamut's claws. Oh damn. You concentrate on the image of Bahamut's scales. That was clearly cheating. You concentrate on the image of Bahamut's fangs. Which version of Bahamut is your favourite? Probably the one from 10, to be honest. I think that's a really cool design of him. I don't know. Like with a big wheel on his back and everything. You concentrate on the image of Bahamut's roar. No, the might of the dread world. Oh, I did a whoopsie there. I used Aether Charge when I still had charges of my edgies left. Oh well. I completed my duty. Which version of Bahamut's your favourite, Nisa? I did not anticipate this. You should not have been able to complete the meditations under such duress. Ah, thank you for the 10-bit cheer. Much appreciated. But I shall not underestimate you again. Our next meeting shall be our last, bringer of light. Yeah, you better run, Asian. I'll kick you in the nuts. We did it. We faced a paragon and lived. Neo Bahamut, the way he lifts the enemy up and charges up his beam. Neo Bahamut, that's from 7, yes? The red one. And it's all thanks to you, Zanzar. You and the towering might of Bahamut that you now command. Hell yeah, motherfucker! Yeah, I think Neo Bahamut's the red one, and then there's Bahamut Zero, which is... Or is Bahamut Zero the red one? I need to... Hang on. It's the big black one with the thing. Oh no, it's the red one. Yeah, it's the one I was thinking of. That's fine. And yeah, Bahamut Zero is the silver one. It does nuke you from space. Got to say though, my favourite summon animation, bar none, is Arc from 9, which is just ridiculously long and so animated over the top, and it just keeps going and going and going, and he keeps like transforming into different stuff and just like blowing the fuck out of everything, and it's brilliant. Love it. Aye, despite the Asians' interference, we achieved what we came here for. But Knights of the Round. No, Arc from 9. The last Eidolon that Garnet gets. The big kind of spaceship guy thing that converts into a transformer dude, and then like cannons come out of everywhere, and he just like destroys the shit out of absolutely everything. The animation takes about 2 minutes. It's quite a bit longer than the Knights of the Round animation, so that should give you some idea of how long it takes to play. But I'm afraid this is not. I beat 9 maybe once. 9's one of my favourite Final Fantasies. Voice broke a little bit there. I have completed 9 probably. We're likely getting into double digits on the number of times I finished 9. I just love it so much. Yeah, same. I just like the characters, the gameplay, the story, everything about 9 is. See, the first time I ever saw 9 was I was passing by a TV display in, I think it was Woolworths at the time, which no longer exists. And they had the full motion video sequence from when you're escaping Evil Forest and Zidane is running away from the plant spiders. My jaw hit the floor because I had never seen anything that cool looking in a game, like, ever. Like, I think CGI wise, that was probably like peak PlayStation era. Like, that was the best it got. Like, there was nothing better on the market at the time, really. And it just blew my mind, and I was like, I must have this game. And then I got this game, and it was good. But I'm afraid this is not the place to celebrate. Let us return to the landing before the dawn's light finds us in forbidden territory. Okay, Dancing Wolf, let's do that. And we're back in old. Where's my lift attempt? It's down here. I pre-ordered every FF from 7 onwards. That trend stopped at 12. So I did not pre-order 9. I didn't pre-order 10. I'm pretty sure I did pre-order 12. I pre-ordered 13. I did not pre-order 15, but Kytt got me the special edition of it. See, I really like 12. I think possibly I really like the Ivalice setting. And I think, like, it gets some bad stick about the voice acting, but I think overall, like, for the most part, it's not actually that bad when you actually go back and look at it. I do think apparently Zodiac Age really improved on the whole license board thing. I do not have Zodiac Age yet, I don't think. I've just got the original one. I have to say, one of my guilty pleasures is 13-2. Like, it's just so ridiculous and over the top, and the premise is ludicrous as fuck, and it's just delightful. I like Vagrant Story, I like Ivalice World, I don't enjoy managing gambits. Yeah, that's fair. I do actually quite like the gambit system, but then I'm really into that kind of minutiae and micromanagement, so yeah, your mileage will definitely vary on that one. I can see why people would dislike it. And yeah, I really enjoyed Vagrant Story too. I've not finished it yet. I did start replaying it last year, I think. Got so far, and then ended up being distracted by shiny objects again. Forgot that I was playing it and went to play something else. And like, literally forgot that I was in a playthrough of it until you just mentioned it just now. So thank you for that. I might go back to that at some point. Vagrant Story is actually one of the inspirations for the battle system I'm putting in my RPG Tundra. It's going to be a kind of similar, sort of like a cross between Vagrant Story and VATS from Fallout, but in a turn-based system. We have reason to rejoice, my friends. It would seem our clandestine adventure went unnoticed by my superiors, and more importantly, we seized the upper hand in a battle against an Ascian. The trance did appear most effective against our immortal foe. For such a hurried night's work, we managed to reap quite a harvest indeed. Aye, but it is a pity the bastard fled when he did. I would have liked to have settled the score then and there. I wish they remake to Tactics Advance or revamp of. Oh man, a remake of Tactics Advance would be lush. I really do enjoy that game. Because I know a lot of people who very much did not enjoy Tactics Advance. But yeah, no, I would not at all say no to a remake of that. I would have liked to have settled the ground. 'Twas for the best, Captain Wolf. If we would truly defeat the Ascian, then we must be prepared to destroy him utterly, body and soul. So you will incorporate the attack target, head, arm, etc. Yeah, that's the idea now. So basically, each enemy will be comprised of like its component limbs, Like, say, a spider will have a torso and 8 legs, and a bandit will have a head and a torso and 2 legs and 2 arms, etc. Each part is connected to a particular stat or ability. So, like, legs are agility, head is intelligence, body is defense, arm is attack, etc., etc. So as you attack particular parts, you will diminish or remove the abilities associated. So if you like take out all of the legs of the target, it can't escape anymore. Taking out arms means that it can't attack, or its attacks are weaker. Like destroying the head will mean that like spells are less effective, that kind of thing. I got me some Dreadworm Trance. Kick-ass. You are granted the lost wisdom of ancient Alag. Awesome. Trance gauge expanded. Upon learning the trait Ether Charge Mastery, the trance gauge will indicate the remaining time for the effects of Dreadworm Trance. While under its effects, Ruling 3 is upgraded to Astral Impulse, and Outburst is upgraded to Astral Flare. Dreadworm Trance also grants Ruby Arcanum, Topaz Arcanum, and Emerald Arcanum. And it's only a floating spider thorax. Each summon, when called forth, will tap into its respective Arcanum, granting you stacks of an elemental attunement indicated on the trance gauge. These elemental attunements will augment Gem Shine and Precious Brilliance. Okay, so that's just the same as before. Okay, so what do Astral Impulse and Thingy Creature Flip actually... Can I see what they... Deals unaspected damage with a potency of 440. Can only be executed while in Dreadworm Trance. Okay, so it's 140 extra potency. Oh, instant cast. Nice. Same recast, same MP cost. Astral Flare deals unaspected damage with a potency of 180 to target and all enemies near it. So it's an extra 80. So I thought 180 compared to 440. Would there be any reason to use Astral Flare over Astral Impulse, even in AoE? That just seems like... Niso is gifting 1 tier 1 sub to Transstream's community. It's their first time gifting a sub, and you've gifted it to Frogicorn Weirdo. Thanks for that, Niso. So Kytt is now subscribed to my channel, where she also streams. So you're sub to your own channel, Kytt. That's really nice of you, Niso. Thank you. That's me got 4 sub points now, meaning I need 11 more to get my next emote unlocks. So if you know people who are into this kind of streaming nonsense shenanigan, do please feel free to let them know that I am a thing, and we will gather all of the people forever to all of my streams, and then I will just be the biggest star on Twitch, and everyone will know my name, and I will make millions and millions of pounds, and I will donate it all to me and buy myself a bunch of stuff and share it with you guys also, because you're awesome. And yeah, and everything will be happy and hunky-dory and yay. But anyway, that is coming on for 9 o'clock, so now that I've finished that quest, that is probably a good place to leave it for the night. Now, so I can see the camera lights flashing around you. Yeah, I really can't. I don't think I would be a very good famous person, put it that way. I think I'd be pretty terrible at... Oh no, helpful onions, just when you arrive. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I keep going? I feel really bad that you just got here and I'm like, yeah, it's time to leave now. I generally only do 2 hours, just to give you a heads up on that. Now, so onions are helpful. Helpful onions, no worries, I'll get you next time. We will be streaming tomorrow, helpful onions, at 7 PM BST, for Kytt's stream that she should have done tonight, where she'll be continuing with Day of the Tentacle. So do feel free to join us for that. And I mean, I'm about to raid someone, so you'll get to watch someone stream, it just won't be me. So let's see. Does anyone have... Well, I saw you were on Heavensward, so I was going to leave you alert to avoid spoilers anyway. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. So do any of you have someone that you would like to raid to, or should I just check who is on my online list right now? I've got quite a few people that I could raid. I've got loads. How far are you on MSQ helpful news? Ah, that's a good question. I am also curious. On what my friends call the long slog of ARR. I think I might know which part you're at. I'm pretty sure I know what part you're referring to there. The quest bulk between ARR and HS is massive. It really is, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there. It's worth the payoff, though. Like, the ending of ARR is just, like, mind-blowing. Like, that final cutscene is just, wow. So much stuff happening. Yeah, so you guys got anyone that you'd like to raid? I am absolutely open to suggestions. Your call, I got none. Oh, you know what I need to do, actually? Oh, there is a chat thing on the ending screen. I wonder why it's not showing on the stream. If you like Star Control Origins, my Zemensi is running it. Ah, cool. Oh, I wonder if that's because... No, it's... Somebody say something. I just want to see if my chat widget in the ending screen is actually working now. Hi? No, it's not. That's so... Oh, I wonder if it's because... No. I thought maybe it was a thing, but... Ah, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Would you like to go to someone streaming The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? Is it part of the scene? It's a source on the scene, same as on all of my other scenes, which do work for the chat. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I mean, the widget works on the live screen usually, and like the ending screen doesn't really need it, so it's all good. It's on top of everything, so it should appear over the ending screen. As I say, it doesn't really matter. Because I read out the chat messages anyway, so it's all good. Right, I'm going to raid my friend Reaper's Past, who's playing Breath of the Wild at the moment. So let me just get that sorted out. Oh, why did that? That wasn't supposed to do that. There we go. I'm really not sure why that like is a chat message and not like the actual thing. Anyway, everybody, it has been lovely having you as always, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow for Kytt's second stream of Day of the Tentacle, and if not Friday for Rise of the Third Power. See you all later.